What if I told you that in just 45 days you could become a completely different person, not by changing everything about yourself, but by changing how your brain, body, and habits work together? 45 days from now, you could wake up earlier without forcing yourself. You could focus without needing tea or coffee. You could look in the mirror and finally see the version of you that always knew existed, disciplined, confident, and glowing from the inside out. Because transformation is not magic, it's science. And once you understand that, the version of you that seems so far away suddenly becomes reachable. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you have ever looked at your life and thought I am stuck in the same loop, wake up, rush, overthink, and repeat, this video is for you. We are stepping into the next 45 days with one goal: to rebuild ourselves into someone more focused, more disciplined, and more alive. And before you think this is just another new year, new me thing, it's not. This is about understanding the science of change. Why 45 days? Because that's around the time your brain starts rewiring neural pathways, replacing old habits with the new ones. So, whether you are a student trying to get your life together or a working woman juggling responsibilities and dreams, this challenge is for you. But here's the thing, I'm not just sharing this with you, I am doing this with you. In this video, we will talk about the science behind the transformation, what actually changes in your brain in 45 days. The second will be the three phases of this journey: reset, rebuild, and rise. And finally, how I will be taking this challenge myself, sharing weekly updates with you. So let's dive in. You don't need to wait for a new year, a Monday, or a perfect moment. 45 days is enough to start feeling different, thinking different, and being different. Let's understand what's really happening inside us when we change. Let's start with the science of change. Every time you repeat a habit like checking your phone first thing in the morning or procrastinating your task, you strengthen a neural pathway. The more you repeat, the deeper it becomes. But the brain is flexible. The same mechanism can work for you, not against you. According to the neuroscience, when you introduce a new habit, repeat it consistently for about 6 weeks, your brain begins to prune the old connection and strengthen the new one. That's literally your identity being reshaped. So 45 days is not just random, it's a window, a rewiring period, and that's exactly what this challenge is built around. Now let's hop into the 45 days challenge. Alright, now that we know the science, let's talk about the plan. Because yes, I am taking up this 45 days challenge too, and I want to experience this alongside you. Not as someone preaching routine, but as someone practicing them. Every week I'll be sharing one short video, kind of like a mini reflection, to show you what worked and what did not, how it really feels to go through this journey. So we are not chasing perfection here, we are focusing on progress. And to make it easier, we will break this into three phases, but think of them more like rhythms than strict rules. Phase 1 is reset. It will start from day 1 to 15. This is your detox phase, mentally and physically both. We are clearing the noise, breaking autopilot, and getting grounded again. So for these first 2 weeks, I'll focus on these three things. First is going to bed and waking up at the same time, even on weekends. Second, getting 10 minutes of sunlight and movement every morning. Third is doing a quick 5-minute brain dump or journal entry to declutter my mind. That's it, no pressure, no productivity guilt. This is about giving your brain safety and rhythm. Because once your body feels safe, it naturally becomes more focused and disciplined. Then after, we will move to the phase 2, that is rebuild. It will start from day 16 to the 30. Now that we have found balance, it's time to start adding structure again. You know that feeling when you finally start feeling like yourself, your mind is clearer, you are calmer, and you actually want to do things. That's what this phase is all about. This is where we slowly reintroduced discipline, but in a way that feels natural, not forced. So for me, that means one deep work or study session a day. No distraction, no multitasking, just me and my task. And if you're studying or working, this is the perfect time to bring your focus back. You can set 1 or 2 focus blocks in a day, maybe for 45 minutes or 2 hours, depending on your schedule. For me, it will probably be between 1 to 2 hours of deep intentional work. You can adjust this however it fits your lifestyle. Maybe it's studying for exams, finishing assignment, or working on your business goal. The idea is to train your brain to stay with one task at a time, because every time you do that, you are strengthening your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that control focus, discipline, and decision making. And the best part, the more you practice this, the more effortless focus becomes. Of course, I'll still be paying attention to how I eat, hydrate, and rest, because energy management is just as important as time management. You can't expect your brain to perform well if your body is running on fumes. By the end of this phase, you will notice that discipline does not feel like punishment anymore. It starts to feel like peace, like you are finally building a version of yourself you can trust. Now comes my favorite part, expansion. By now, your energy feels steadier, your thoughts are calmer, and your habits more natural. So, this phase is about growing into that new version of yourself. Add one habit that excites you, something that fuels you, not drains you. For me, that might be journaling more deeply or reading before bed. For you, maybe it's a morning walk, meditation, or working on that passion project you have been postponing. And at the end of every week, I'll share my reflection, the real behind the scenes of what this transformation looks like, because this is not a highlight reel, it's a process and every step counts. So let's quickly recap what we have covered today. We talked about the science of change, how your brain rewires itself within 45 days. We broke it down into 3 phases: reset, rebuilds, and rise. And I shared how I'll be taking this challenge with you, showing up every week with honest updates and reflections. By now, you probably realize change does not start with motivation, it starts with awareness. When you decide to show up differently every day, your brain, your habits, and your energy follow. So here is the invitation. Join me for the next 45 days. We will reset, rebuild, and rise together. And one day, 45 days from now, you will look back and realize you did not just change your habit, you changed your story. If you are in for the 45 days challenge, comment I am in, and every Sunday check out the weekly reflection short or read. I'll be sharing my real progress there.